I'm Kelli Berens-Brink, and this is the True Crime IRL Murder Minute. Who killed Karen? The body of Karen Bodine, a 37-year-old mother of three, was found the morning of January 22, 2007. Her nude body was dumped on a busy road near a gravel pit, and detectives say her body had been posed by her killer. The weekend before her murder, she had been hanging out with an unsavory group of friends. Could one of them have killed her? The police are confident that more than one person is responsible for Karen Bodine's murder, and that it is likely someone she knew. So who killed Karen? Well, an unknown male's DNA was recovered from a ligature found around Karen's neck, and there were 2 tire tracks at the location where Bodine's body was recovered. As we've seen in other cases in recent years, where there's DNA, there will likely be an arrest one day. But until that day comes, anyone with information about Karen Bodine's death, as well as the days leading up to her death, is asked to call the Thurston County Sheriff's Office at 360-786-5500. Stay tuned for a full-length episode with Carly Odin, Karen Bodine's daughter, coming soon. She has never stopped fighting for justice for her mom. Until next time, lock your doors, people. Bye-bye. Imagine being 18 years old, ready to graduate high school, go to prom, and all of those wonderful things you do your senior year of high school, and then finding out that your mom was brutally murdered and tossed like a piece of trash on the side of the road. Well, that's exactly what happened to Carly Bodine when her mom, Karen Bodine, was brutally murdered and tossed on the side of the road near a quarry for people to see. This is still an unsolved cold case. We have not found her killer, and that killer needs to be brought to justice. We have a really good idea of who it might be. There have been some persons of interest, but no arrests have been made, and it has been decades. And it's time for closure for this family. I spent some time with Carly Bodine, and I interviewed her in a really emotional chat that we had at CrimeCon 2021 in Austin, Texas. You can't miss it. Go back to episode 29, Who Killed Karen Bodine, right now. And until next time, lock your doors, people. Just lock them. Bye-bye. In January of 2007, the body of what police would call a transient drug addict had been discovered along a frequently traveled country highway near Rochester, Washington. Her body was intentionally posed in a shocking and vulgar position. Police would later identify the woman as 37-year-old Karen Bodine, but they got the details wrong because Karen was actually a loving mother and daughter and part of a pretty amazing family, one that was determined to set the record straight and get justice.
And all of a sudden my boyfriend's mom says, "Carly, you need to come outside. You need to come outside right now." And it was raining a little bit. It was January, so it was pretty cold. I go outside and it was a grassy driveway where some cars had driven up a bit, so there was some mud too and everything. My Nana says, Carly, you need to come home right now." I said, "Why? Why?" I was so confused. She looked at me again and she said, "Carly, you need to come home right now." And I looked around, I knew something was wrong, and I was like, "No, I'm allowed to be here for 3 more hours. Why are you here?" And I don't think she planned on telling me this, and I think she regrets it, but she was, Carly, your mom's dead." The next thing I knew, someone was shaking me, was like, get up. And my face was in the mud, and I was screaming, I was crying, and I was saying no, and there was mud coming out of my nostrils and in my eyes. And I wipe my tears away and mud was on my face. And I said, no, you have the wrong house. You have the wrong house. And then I ran away. I just walked all over the city, just being angry.